celebrating Black Poetry Day. It's the birthday of Jupiter Hammon, who was the first African American to have poetry published in the United States. And Rose talked to a poet right here in Louisville about her poetry. And Rose, why it's so important to lift up some of these underrepresented voices in this medium.
Right, Rob. Well, I spoke to poet Melisha Griffin about why she started writing her poetry and where her journey in writing has taken her. She's now published 2 books and hopes to see more Black writers and artists do the same.
I wish the world was as beautiful as Saturday, November 5th. I wrote my first poem in 6th grade. I remember I had a best friend, for some reason, she like backstabbed me. It was like a whole ordeal. I just wrote this poem, and after that I just started writing after that, like about everything. I wish we saw the mingling of colors the way I see them in autumn leaves, the way I see them in sunsets. I ended up moving to Chicago for grad school, and I was having like life problems. At the end of my time there, I was like, I should just collect everything that I wrote while I was here and put it in a book. But maybe someone else is going through like similar stuff that I'm going through, and maybe it'll help them. But life is not November 5th. It is pain, it is heartbreak, it is disappointment. When I think about just like the culture of Blackness in general is like we're oral people. When you think about like spoken word, there's so many spoken word artists in the city of Louisville, and yet it isn't talked about a lot. And like when you think about like who is in our canon of authors and artists that we talk about, when we talk about literature, there are not a lot of Black authors and artists and poets. The leaves will stop falling, but the sun will always set. Not like November 5th, but I'll make do. I think that that's really, really important that a day like this exists to kind of give recognition to a lot of people who have paved the way for modern poetry and spoken word and writing.
We have a link to both of Melisha's books up on our website where you can check those out, as well as a new project she's working on. And in November, the Louisville Free Public Library is hosting 2 programs that'll highlight issues of social justice, race, culture, and heritage in poetry. Rob.
All right, Rose, thanks for sharing that poem. Loved it.